Mr. Arduino here. I am trying something new. I'm going to do a video of how to add mixed number fractions. A lot of the fifth graders are having a little bit of problem with this and securing the skill. There's a few steps involved in it, and I want to go over those steps in case you wanted to help your student at home, or if the student wanted to watch this video on their Google Classroom as well. So I'm going to start out with one of our basic problems, 1 4/5 plus 2 3/4. The first thing that we need to do is find a common denominator. And as I tell my students, a lot of times in math, there's more than one way to do this, but the best way to teach, just so that everyone's doing the same thing, is to take the fraction on the top, that denominator, and multiply it times the fraction on the bottom's denominator. So basically, we're taking the 5, multiplying it times the 4, so I make a small 5 under here. And then I take the lower mixed number fractions denominator, and then I multiply that times the upper mixed number fractions denominator. So 4 times the 5, so 5 times 4 here. And that'll give us a common denominator of 20. 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 4 is 20. A lot of the kids get stuck right here. Then if you multiplied the denominator times 5, you must also multiply the numerator up top times 5. Whatever you do on the bottom, you must do on top. 3 times 5 gives us 15. And same up here. Whatever I do on the bottom, I must do on the top. So this one's times 4, and that's going to be 16. Now, what you can do here is, in 6th grade, they expect the students to come in knowing how to add fractions in a vertical way like this. So the denominator stays the same. That's something they should be saying. So the denominator always stays the same, and adding and subtracting fractions. And we're adding the numerators. So 16 plus 15, they can do that in the head using various strategies, or they can go 16 plus 15 off to the side and get 31. Now don't forget to add our whole numbers, which is 1 plus 2. So your answer here is 3 and 31/20. Because 31/20 is an improper fraction, we must regroup this fraction. I call it converting, but regrouping is the official math term. So in order to do that, we need to divide, and we have 31 divided by 20. So that's what this line means. We have to see how many times 20 goes into 31. You can do that in your head again, or if you're having trouble seeing that in your head, you can do a little bitty division equation on the bottom here. You can see that. 20 into 31. So that 20 goes into 31 once. 20 times 1 is 20. And you can see that what we have left over is 11. And then this is the final place where everyone is getting snagged. So now we need to take this information that we just did, and we need to make this mixed number improper fraction a new number, regroup it, essentially. So we found that in this fraction is 1 whole with 11 left over. So I'm going to take that 1 whole and add it to my other whole, the 3. So now I have 4 total wholes with 11 left over. 11 is the numerator, and the denominator stays the same. So my answer to this problem is 4 and 11/20. So hopefully that makes sense. Please feel free to ask me any questions via email. Students, if you're watching this on your own, please talk to me about what part that you don't understand. I'd be happy to go over any other part of it for you. All right, thank you.